What is that thing? What purpose does it serve?
It's a performing arts center.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Wow.
Wow. Unreal. So all our New York tax money goes to build surreal saucers like that, huh? I'd call that the walk.
No, to the right, guys.
That's the walk. We're probably not allowed to film in here. I don't know. Are we allowed to film in here? The garbage, right? So you're saying I got to throw the American flags in the garbage?
I'm not saying the flags, sir. I said the sticks.
The sticks. I don't. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing it. Wait, I got a wallet.
Okay.
What else?
Keys.
Wait, keys. Let me see. I don't smoke. Batteries?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. Wait. All right. I think. Well, I got a belt buckle. Should I take?
No, that should be fine.
Your
cell phone?
It's in there.
It's
an
electronic device.
Okay. Wow. Wow, look at that. Jeez. Unreal. This is like unreal. Damn. That's like all the legislation, I guess. It's hard to believe. State of New York in assembly. Wow. Huh. What is that pile of paper over there?
That's legislation that aged in the chamber. That's all bills.
It's waiting.
That's only one of 4 books.
One of 4 books.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, each of them. See here?
Unreal.
1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 of these books per desk.
And this is all legislation that's pending, or what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Yep. 8,000 bills the first year. 9,000 bills.
8. Can I film you? Do I have your permission? No. Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry. But this is amazing, man. Wow.
A lot of paper.
Yeah, I had
Not as much as there used to be, though. They cut down.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How did they cut it down? I mean.
These alone.
Yeah.
When we used to just print the single bills.
Yeah.
There'd be single bills on here. Now they're what we call minimized.
Oh.
So what we did is we shrunk them down.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
you can get
Four
more,
pages.
So you can get
four
more
pages
on one
per page.
Yep.
And double-sided, right? Double-sided.
5 years ago, we used to have like 10 of these books per
Oh
desk
my
out there.
God. Unreal. But then how do people read it? You need a magnifying glass,
Well,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
This isn't, well, at least the government is doing stuff. I mean, there's action because look at the amount of paper they're writing stuff, right?
Yeah, they cut down a lot on the paper.
Jeez.
Yep.
It's amazing,
They
man.
cut down on us too. We used to have 15 guys in here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got 4.
Wow.
So that's telltale sign of what's to come in the future.
Yeah, because everybody's broke. I mean, the
Yeah.
government is broke, state government, federal government, municipal government.
I mean, even us working.
You know, pretty soon, maybe the government will just grind to a halt because they won't be able to afford to produce all this paper. It'll just be one guy. You'll be the only guy. You poor guy. I feel sorry for you. Oh my God.
Yeah, especially being 150 members. That works out to be a lot of work for.
Maybe they'll cut down on the members. The members are what? Are they in the legislature, the Senate,
The Assembly.
the Assembly?
Yeah.
There are 150 of them.
That's the Senate side, and that's the Assembly side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't understand the structure of state government, but unreal.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, politics, it's.
I'm just gonna get a picture of this because this is amazing, man. I'm already getting an education by coming up here, an education that's just amazing. I mean, wow. This is it. This is like you're in the boiler room of the ship right here. This is the boiler room of the ship of state. This is it right here. This is where it grinds along, man. This is cool. And what's that paper? Oh, that's for punching the papers, right?
Yeah.
To string them together.
Yeah.
Jam. You know what I find amazing is I can actually walk in here and just look at it. I just walked into the ship of state engine room, and it's like, welcome. Look at us. Oh my God. I'm really impressed. Well, we have open government. I mean, God bless America for having a democracy.
Well, you know,
where somebody like me wearing this shirt, the new American Regeneration Party shirt, with banksters got bailed out and
I saw that when you turned around.
yeah, here, photograph me. Here, yeah, where I can walk in here with a shirt like this, and I'm allowed in the building. I'm allowed to go into this room where this is like the engine room, you know, where they process everything that's decided in the various chambers.
Yep.
And you know, this is the beauty of the openness of American democracy. So whoever watches this, you know, thank God we live in America, because most countries, I'm sure in Europe you can't do this. They got too much oppressive, sort of centralized bureaucracy out of Brussels. But, you know, American government is still open, and citizens can come in and stroll the halls of the state government building without being hassled.
Yep.
And that's the beauty of our system of government. No matter what you say about how, you know, dysfunctional our governmental family is, and it is a dysfunctional system right now. Not a system, just there's a little bit of a bottleneck, probably created by the incompetence and corruption of the members, the particular people that are in government. But the government itself, as an organizational structure, is beautiful to contemplate, and it's the balance of powers, legislative, judicial, executive, mimicked on a state level, that allows somebody like me to come in here wearing, you know, slightly subversive shirt, obviously a little bit critical of what's going on in terms of basically the debt that New York State is in, to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars if we honor the commitments promised to state employees and pay all the pensions and benefits they're owed after working hard their whole life in the bowels of the machine here. But anyway, the beauty of American government is that I can actually, as a citizen of this country, God bless America, walk in here and actually see with my own eyes how our government functions. And it's not protected, it's open, it's available to anybody who's an American or even a person, basically. I think I could be a foreigner walking in here. They don't ask for passports. And that's beautiful. So American democracy functions because I can walk in here and look at it and not be arrested or not be hassled and actually welcomed by state employees like yourself. God bless you. And this is the beauty of the American family, that we're all American citizens, we're all in this together. We have a lot of problems. They're of our own making, or the elite's own making, but we can vote the elite out. We can keep the government the way it is because it is functional. It just needs a little bit more honesty in the gears, which would be the oil. The gears need to be oiled. The honesty needs to be injected into the system. And that's being done, that will be done, by putting new people, probably younger people, younger generation, more honest, in power. So they control the levers, they can oil the gears, and things will return to the way America used to be, which is a functioning, beautiful republic, the hope of the entire world. Because America is the only country in the entire world that was founded purposefully, self-consciously, by our founding fathers and mothers and the Iroquois Indians, the Confederacy of the Iroquois, who participated in the Constitutional Convention. America is the only country on earth that was deliberately structured in a rational way to balance powers as a republic, reborn after more than 2,000 years, and that was the Roman Republic, and we are the hope of the world. We really are, and we're going through a rough patch right now, which is basically of our own making because we've tolerated corruption, but we are waking up, and we will come through this, and here's the evidence right here that we will come through because American government is still open. And anybody can walk in and talk to people that are processing stuff like this gentleman here. So God, thank you for filming me. I really appreciate it. What's your name? Or you don't want that on camera, right? No. Okay. Hey, thank you. Thanks a lot, buddy. Nice meeting you. Wow. Jeez, and there's an old photo of what they used to do. Huh? Pretty amazing. And this is Legislative Digest. Huh, cool. Anyway, you know what? American government is really open, man. Fantastic. You know? Beautiful. Huh. Somebody's reading the Post. Asshole. That's the New York Post, putting on the front page that they dragged some guy out. He was actually a retired police officer dragging out one of those Occupy Wall Streeters. I don't recognize him, but I guess he's been in the park. This is an empty office just full of papers. Wow. Unreal. But I think American democracy is working, man. The republic's still alive and functioning. So, excellent. Legislative Digest. Culminative record of the 234th Annual Legislative Session, January 5th to July 6th, Volume 2. House Action Report, Members' Introduction Report, Subject Indices of Resolutions, Bills and Laws, Veto Report, etc. And this is Assembly bills signed by the Governor. Governor Cuomo, I guess. Cool. Nice. And, I don't even know. I have no idea where my group is. This is the assembly chamber, I guess. I don't know where that is. Maybe it's up here. Oh, it must be up here. Cool. I gotta come up here more often. This is beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. With the crown. Nice gold crown. Unreal. Wow. This is the assembly chamber. I guess they're cleaning the carpets. Huh. Nice old fireplace. Carved out of limestone, probably New York State limestone. Beautiful. It's like a church in here, man. This is like the legislative church. Huh. Wow. With a nice coffered ceiling like in England. Huh. Beautiful lighting. I must say, this is a cathedral. This is a cathedral to the Republic right here. Lovely. Beautiful. Here's all the desks they move. Huh. Cool. Hi. This is where everybody sits. I don't know what this room is. What room is this?
This is Mr. Silver's office.
Silver, he's like the majority leader or something? Okay. Nice office, man. Huh. Cool. How often you do that? Like once every 6 months?
Well, they're doing the cleaning once a year.
Oh, okay. Nice. And that's the secretary sit in there or something?
I don't know.
Oh, huh.
There's a lot of different.
Nice.
There's a lot of different rooms. Huh?
I hear you. Huh. Here's where the governor sits. Cool. Wow. Here's the gravel. Wow. Hey, somebody broke part of it. They must have really thumped it down once in anger. And the official New York State gavel got splintered. Man, oh man. I can't believe that. Cool. Hey, somebody left $1 up here. There's $1 right up here. Huh. I tell you, I'm really impressed by this room, man. It's magnificent. It's like a cathedral. Cathedral, you know? It is. Wow. Beautiful. Well, I'm very impressed. Thank you. Oh. Wow. I can step on this, right? It's okay? All right, thank you. Beautiful. Oh, look at the griffins on top of these fireplaces. Wow. Cool. Huh. Nice little detail there. And there is the eagle carved out of limestone there, symbol of New York State. Beautiful. Well, I am really in awe of New York State government just by the architecture and by the openness. The openness is incredible too. So now, I guess I just should go back to the car and try to figure out where my people went. I'm lost. I'm lost in the state capitol. This might be...
There he is. There's our other guy. The
It took
union
a-
man, not the union man.
took a long time to
Small
find you
business
guys.
who hates the debt. There's the guy that you agree with, my friend Tom Fox, who hates the debt. You see, got a big banner with him. We will not be a slave to debt. All right. So he is probably the libertarian. No. He's got a small business over here. I'm the far left. He's the center right. I would say.
I
See that?
know.
Debt
Don't
to slavery.
categorize
No, I'm
me.
going to talk about Walter.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
guys,
Walt.
I gotta just wrap a couple of things up before we take a break here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. But let me just firstly thank John Anson of Delmar, who sent me a little care package. He knew that I'd appreciate this. It has to do with Martini and Henry, and I appreciate it, John. It's something nice, and it was a thoughtful gift. So thanks for sending it along. And my thanks to Ed Bernstein, who helped me out with some exercise equipment material, Heartbeat Fitness Equipment. He's had a couple of different businesses. He's just come up, he has a new name for it, Heartbeat Fitness Equipment. He's over on New Loudon Road, and Ed Bernstein really knows his stuff. He used to have the I Love My Heart store up in Clifton Park, which was a very, very good place to go to. As noted, we're talking about David Soares and whatever happened to the Republican Party in New York. If there ever was an opportunity for these, they don't even really deserve the respect that political leaders, and after all, they're working in a democracy, they should get respect, but these people have laid down, have failed to deliver for the public in such an egregious way that it's hard to imagine that they can ever really recover. I wonder what's going to happen to our political system. A vibrant two-party system, after all, is supposed to be at the heart of our democracy. It's time for the news. We're going to take a break, and we come back more with Randy Critico's crew.
Vibrant two-party system?
What caliber are these?
Vibrant?
I said it should be vibrant.
Oh, yeah.
Are these 50 caliber machine gun?
Yeah.
50 caliber machine gun.
Right.
Did you
You can shoot it in a Barrett rifle too. It's not just a machine.
Oh, yeah?
It's a 50 caliber.
Cool. Were you in the army or?
Looks just like that
How'd you get 'em?
cartoons.
Well, they're
And you got grenades
They're
over
legal to
there.
own.
You got
that's like an old.
you got grenades in here.
Do me a
Jesus.
favor.
Tom, what are you
Okay.
doing?
All right. We're off the air, right? Yeah. My name's Tommy
Yeah,
Fox.
well,
By
if
the
you're
way.
gonna film in here, you should at least ask.
Oh,
right?
I'm
This is
sorry.
a private office.
Okay.
Do me a favor.
Tom.
Why don't you
Yeah.
do me a favor, Tom? Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I will, with pleasure. It's okay. I just got kicked out of the media, but I've been welcomed.
He got kicked out.
Yeah. I just got kicked out because the guy has grenades in his office, but that's okay. Oh, this is a trip and a half. Anyway, I have been more than welcomed by the state employees up here who are respectful and lovely people. But I have been kicked out of the Fifth Estate, which I believe is the newspaper and media, the fourth branch of government, really, I guess you would say, because you got the executive, legislative, and the judicial, and you also have what's very, very crucial in our democracy is the media. And I've just been kicked out of a state radio office because I was pointing out the guy had grenades and live 50 caliber ammunition hanging on his wall, basically right off the assembly room of the state capitol. And I was told to quote, well, you saw it on camera, get the fuck out of here. So that's how open the media is in Albany. But I will say that I really respect the state employees of New York State. God bless them. They've been open, they've been friendly, they've been more than accommodating for me filming without permission, and God bless them. And I'm all for state employees, and I think their pension should be honored. They were promised, after many, many decades of hard work, a pension and health care till they passed on. And you know, we as New York State citizens are the beneficiaries of these people up here who are working to try to make this democracy, this republic we live in, function as it should. And I'm happy to report that there's been no security up here, that it's open, and the state employees are lovely people, and we should all back them up 100%, okay? Because I think the employees that actually are in the bowels of the machine, if you will, which is the government, are decent, good people, okay? And the, well, I don't know about the elected representatives, but I think from what I've witnessed here, I'd say the media might be a little more open-minded, or at least open to being filmed, since everything else in the Capitol is freely able to be filmed. So anyway, I'm just going to wait outside the radio show, and then I'm going to leave, and I guess we'll visit our Occupy Albany protesters who are on the other side of the Capitol. We came in one side, but I understand they're in the other side of the Capitol. I'm going to give them I'm going to give them the newest issue of Occupy Wall Street Journal right here, okay? And it's full of lovely, things like this. And it's all meant to be disseminated, and it's meant to be taken apart and put up everywhere you go. This is it. It's been about 3 weeks in the making, and they really did a wonderful job in terms of printing. As you see, you're supposed to cut here, I guess, and coloring. Never in history did the rich and powerful give up their privileges voluntarily. That's the burning bush, I guess, yeah. Here's American Indian, decolonized the 99%. Permanent. This is not about banks, this is a permanent crisis. Crisis is upside down. Upside down because the world is upside down. I get it, I get it, I get it. And this, again, you cut these up, and you got 99% Occupy, and you got a lot of other stuff right here. This is the one I actually saved, and I put a bag over it yesterday because I was afraid it was going to rain. This one right here is on that piece of plywood near the sanitation department. He toiled, and his dinner despoiled. Yep. The commons, not capitalism. And there you have the bull, the asshole of the bull. And then you have this wonderful poster here, the world versus the 1%. Capitalism is the crisis. Well, it's crony capitalism is the crisis. Crony capitalism, not capitalism. Capitalism works if it's allowed to function the way it's supposed to be. And here is the Occupy everything. So this is the newest edition of the paper, which I actually brought up here to give that radio guy who unfortunately cursed me out and kicked me out of his office. Here's the front page of it right here. Lovely. Beautiful. So those are all signs that I've seen on the pavement. I've seen them on the pavement. Yeah. So there we go. All right. Excellent. Anyway, I'm all for the state employees, but it's ironic, it's very ironic, that the media, who are supposed to be the fourth branch of government, according to Thomas Jefferson, fourth branch of government unofficially is the media, and the media is supposed to be reporting things honestly everywhere and keep the other branches of government sort of accountable by disseminating news which may not be flattering to the other branches of government. So the media is supposed to be a critical sort of bulwark against corruption and cronyism, you know. And if the country is drowning in corruption because there are two huge corporations that are just spending money like there's no tomorrow to corrupt the democratic Republican process, if this is happening now, it's because the media basically has not been doing its job of really reporting how dreadful everything has gotten. You know, now they are, but it's a little bit too late, guys. Crisis has already come down upon us, so it's too little too late. I mean, they are doing their job now. They are reporting things, but they should have been doing it since 1987, when we had the first crash. That was a sign of something going wrong. When the stock market crashed 500 points, then we had the mini crash last year, that mini flash crash, in which the stock market, again, through electronic trading, which shouldn't be allowed, crashed. So, and you got these amazing quants that are working on their algorithmic trading. So the whole process is not even human anymore. It's just been taken over by the computers. And we have become slaves to the computerized financial market system, where investments are made with no research into the companies or what they manufacture. It's all just playing with numbers and gambling. It's a market of, it's a casino, basically. And as that Nevada senator said when somebody was comparing the Wall Street markets to a casino, he said, hey, he was from Nevada, he said, hey, don't insult my state. That was like a year ago, or 2009. I think they had Bernanke up there and a couple other bankers, and someone on the committee said it's a casino, and he said, hey, wait a minute, don't insult my state. It's really not. Don't equate our gambling in the casinos of Nevada with what goes on Wall Street. It's much more corrupt. So there you go. That said it all. I forget the senator's name, but I remember laughing when that came on TV. Anyway, I have just been kicked out of what's supposed to be the representative of openness in our society, and he won't tolerate me filming grenades on his desk and 50 caliber machine gun bullets hanging on his wall. I don't know why, but why not? I don't know, but he's touchy about it, very touchy. I don't know why. So I swear, I couldn't invent this if I tried. I really couldn't, guys. This was not staged, this is real, and I couldn't invent it if I tried. But I want to let you know that the only touchy part of the government, if you include the media as the fourth estate, as the fourth branch of government, has been the media up here. The only one that is, ironically, that is supposed to be open and fair-minded, has been closed-minded and actually cursed at me, telling me to get the fuck out of their office. So this is interesting, but that's what life is all about. You know what? Life is about ironic, whimsical surprises. So this is a continuation of my monologue, and what I was saying before my memory chip ran out was that life is full of surprises and ironic sort of things that happen that you never ever would expect coming out of left field, you know? And that's what makes life so interesting, that people who seem to be one thing are actually different than what you have been led to believe or expect. And you know how it is. Sometimes people that cantankerous and curmudgeons, well, you know, then suddenly something happens and you're in a tight spot and they have compassion on you, you know, and they help you out and they have mercy, you know. That's been my, you know, that's been my experience with police. You know, that they're actually, these guys sometimes are really, really great guys, you know. And then sometimes you meet people who have a reputation for being humanists and very open-minded or tolerant, and then they treat you like shit, you know. And that's also my experience, really, seriously. So people are not predictable at all, you know. And that's what's interesting about life, because, you know, you can't read a book by its cover, and you really can't judge people by what you've heard about them or what you've read about them. You can only really see who they are by meeting them firsthand, interacting with them, and seeing how they react to you. And then, you know, the truth is revealed. So that's what's interesting about going through life and doing things like what I'm doing right now, because you discover things that you would never ordinarily discover. And that is what makes life so interesting, you know? So, and here's a proof of it right in this video you're watching, that, you know, everybody I've met up here has been great, that works for the state in various capacities, you know? They don't care what I do or what I film. And it's only been the media representative up here with a radio show. Literally, here's the assembly room right there. And here's the media state radio room right here. New York Post is right up there. It's the New York Post Media Center. So the New York Post has actually kicked me out of their here they are. They're allowed in the office, but I'm not. There's a nice old-fashioned fan there. I found one in the garbage last year. I saved it. Beautiful old fan. They used to design things very beautifully before they made stuff with plastic, you know. Yeah. There he is. Hey. Here's the Times Union. Here's Cutler News. Coolier News. I never even heard of it. Coolier News. Here is Legislative Correspondence and Associated Press right here. I'm here. How you doing? How's it going? This is Associated Press? That's like a consolidation of all the media companies, right?
In a way,
Yeah.
It's cooperative.
It's cooperative. So you're the rep up here. Okay.
One of them.
One of them? Huh.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York. Occupy Wall Street. I do the marches and
Great, have a seat.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you're welcoming me. I just got kicked out of the radio show. What's your name?
Mike.
Can I film you? Is that okay?
Sure, if you want to.
All right. Mike what?
Vertanen.
Vertana?
Vertanen, yeah.
Okay, Vertana. Thanks for allowing me to film you. The other guy didn't want to be filmed for that radio show. What's his name anyway? I don't know.
Oh,
The Post guy.
Dicker? Fred Dicker?
Fred Dicker, I guess.
That's
I don't
his
know.
name, I guess. Anyway.
So
what
what's
are you doing up here?
Well, we're up here on an expedition to see what state government is all about. That's why I'm filming it. And so far I've been extremely impressed by the openness up here. Just how nice the people are that work for government and how open it is. I mean, I could just wander around and look at the bowels of the machine up here and nobody seems to care, which is really nice because it proves our democracy is still sort of not a police state and everything is open to the average citizen that comes around and just wants to explore. I haven't been up in Albany for like 30 years. You know, I used to take a Greyhound bus. No, it was Adirondack Trailways bus up to Lake Placid area. We used to change or stop here in Albany, but that was back in the 70s, believe it or not. So I haven't been up here in a long time, and I never actually got to walk around the state capitol. I just saw it from a distance out the bus window 30 years ago or more, 35 years ago.
So did you check in across the street at Occupy Albany?
No, I haven't been there yet. No, because we were running late because they had a detour in the highway coming in here, and we had some trouble getting across the river and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we made it. We got here on time. I'm with some other people, and they got on the radio show, but I didn't because I got kicked out. Yeah. I got kicked out for filming the guy with grenades on his desk, which I thought was pretty funny, you know.
So are you guys just up visiting? Or
Yeah, we're just visiting.
You up to see somebody on purpose?
No, well, that radio show guy, I guess, you know. And here I am talking to you. I'm up here. I don't know what to expect 1 minute from the next, you know. But it's been an adventure. It's a field trip, you know. And then this will go downtown. I mean, downstate to New York City. And the people will watch it and see what state government's like, because most people are like me. We never come up here. We never ever walk the halls of state government. And of course, the city government down there is totally closed. You know, the city hall there. Forget about it. The amount of security down there is unbelievable. Right opposite the Brooklyn Bridge exit there. You know, you can't do what you're doing up here. So what I like about up here is the state government is a heck of a lot more open and friendly and natural and Republican than New York City government, where the building is behind police barricades and fences, and you know, and you can't get past them. You got to go through, you know, God, you probably have to make a appointment or something. So anyway, we're up here.
Are you camping in Zuccotti Park?
I personally am not, but I do go there every day and sort of show the flag. I'm going to give you a paper. I'm going to give you the newest editions of our paper. I'm right here. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm talking to this guy, and I want to give him some papers, okay? Because he's a nice guy, so he deserves, you know. Yeah. Hey, you've earned this, and believe me, it's hard to get this paper. It just came out 2 days ago. And for some reason, they're not really distributing it too much. Maybe they're just letting out dribs and drabs. But I know the guy who's actually going around the park and distributing it. This is the newest edition. Came out 2 days ago, and they've spent like 3 weeks doing it, and it's beautifully. The graphics are beautiful. Those are actual signs, some of which I've seen on cardboard and board there on the sidewalk. So those are actual reproductions of signs. And then inside are new designs. And I think the whole paper is designed to be taken apart and you post up. You cut it up with scissors. There's some scissors, you see, to suggest how you cut it up. That's the ass of the Wall Street Bull, by the way, at the butt end of Broadway there.
Oh, wow.
And so this is actually a work of art. And, you know, as a memento of this movement from the very beginning of it, because we're only 2 months into it, 8 weeks, this is going to be someday a collector's item. I'm sure of it, because it's so, look at that. Look at the colors and the amount of time that went into producing it, you know. So I'm going to give you a copy. Why? Because you actually had the decency to be nice to me, yeah? Unlike the other gentleman in the other room with all the grenades on his desk. Listen, and here is volume 3, but it's just been reprinted every day. They put out a whole nother stack of it. This is actually dating back about, you know, towards the end of October, maybe October 25th or something. But anyway, I'm going to give you one of these too.
Thank you.
So you just got a link. And also, because you've been so nice, I'm going to give you one of my shirts, which similar to what I'm wearing, same design, but a little bit different color. Okay? So you hit the trifecta there. And, you know, thank you for talking to me. And here's some literature. You might want to check that out. And
So are you guys coming back on Saturday?
I don't believe so. What, next Saturday? What's going on?
Coming Saturday.
Listen, here's an article from the New York Post, and I give these out. This is about Bank of America trying to shift. This is from the New York Post, October 21st. They're trying to shift $55 trillion, that's trillion, not billion, in derivatives over to FDIC insured bank accounts somehow, so that if everything goes bust due to like perhaps the sovereign debt crisis in Europe, or maybe the bubble in China will pop and send shockwaves around the world. If everything goes to hell and all their bets suddenly become worthless, well, guess what? They were insured by the FDIC. So what happened is the FDIC got wind of this, and the Bank of America was cooperating with the Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank, to pull this off without knowledge by the media. And the FDIC got wind of it. And it says here, the discussions about Bank of America move have created some tension. Tension is an understatement between the FDIC and the Fed, with the Fed at one point accusing the deposit insurer of leaking Bank of America's moves to the media. Yeah, they did, and God bless them for it. And thank God, finally, the FDIC bureaucracy. I'm just busy talking to them. Could you wait a minute? Yeah. And so here's another article from the Wall Street Journal, and this article is dated July 9th, and it's about statistically impossible high rates of return by our representatives in Washington, D.C. And they're required by law to disclose their investments, and they find they're beating the professionals on Wall Street, like almost by 2-to-1. And obviously they're trading on inside information based on legislative bills in committee that are not widely known. So here's another article. So what I do is I just give articles like these to people and let them draw their conclusions. And last but not least, a little pamphlet on the Fed. The United States, it's actually a private banking cartel. Very depressing. But anyway, this is a little tiny. You probably know all about this, so I'm just giving you the literature, okay? And again, I really appreciate your welcome. You're acting like media should be, which is open like the state government employees. And I really appreciate you being kind and civil and not cursing me out or throwing me out of your office like the other gentleman across the hall that works for the New York Post did. So again, I really appreciate it. And I look forward to returning. And I think this will go on YouTube and be on the website. And you are going to shine. Okay?
Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you. Take care. Okay. And this is the press room. All right. Hi, can I come in? Is that okay?
Sure.
Thank you. Can I film? Is that okay? Can I ask you some questions? Can I film you? Do I have your permission?
Yeah.
I don't want to intrude or anything.
You're right.
Okay. Just as long as I get permission. Why are these cards framed? Are these famous hands that people...
Yeah, years ago they recorded with play cards.
Oh, okay. And so when one really beat the other, they would sort of immortalize it forever? Yeah? That's cool. That's nice. So let's see what this letter says. It was 11:43 p.m. Tuesday, February 27th, 1979, when Vic Ostrawitsky, playing his usual conservative game, drew two cards to his ace, king, jack, and clubs. Let me see. Moral assistance in sweating the cards was provided by Dan Barr, as Vic cautiously uncovered the queen and then the beautiful 10 for the royal flush displayed herein. I wish I hadn't raised, Vic said after. I really just got excited. I wish we could write that I didn't care about the money. Sure, Vic, it's not the money. On the other hand, he at least had the grace not to ask just the two of us. The underside were victims to Victor's fortune, and that's Arvis Chambers, Larry Novak, Jerry Allen, Bill Kaufman, and Bill Stevens. Okay, that's very nice.
Hey, we're gonna head down to the coffee shop downstairs.
Okay, well, what floor is that? First?
I don't know.
Well, I got my phone on me, so you call me, tell me where you
Now we're going
are.
over to Albany.
Yeah, but I really want to do this here.
Okay.
This is cool. I love this. Let me see. What's this one say? It was 12:43 a.m. It was 12:43 a.m. on Tuesday, February 17th, 1970, when Arvis Chambers, newspaperman, student of mankind, and bon vivant, entered that Valhalla of all dedicated poker players. He drew one card, the Jack of Spades, to perfect this once-in-a-lifetime hand. He who were there gave our first testament, unable to open with the required jacks or better. Arvis steadfastly raised and re-raised, ultimately calling the final raise of the opener, who held a pat straight. Having drawn the jack, Arvis eschewed the opportunity to raise again, humanly settling for a call of the opener's bet. As best we recall it, his words were, "I don't care about the money, I just want to show this hand." Oh, isn't that nice? So he didn't really take advantage of that wonderful hand, Arvis Chambers. And witness thereof, Robert S. Van Fleet, opener, Victor Ostrowitzki, Joseph Paglo, Emmett N. O'Brien, Joseph W. Shannon, and Jeff Enderfelt. All right, and the other letters I can't read because they're so high up, but I assume they were great hands. All right. Huh. And I love these armchairs. Very nice. These look like Columbia University armchairs from the library in 1979. Some of them resembled that, believe it or not. And here we have a coat. Let's see what this coat is. Warren M. Anderson, a Republican from Birmingham, served in the state Senate from 1952 to 1988. For the last 16 years as Senate Majority Leader, everyone in the Capitol knew it was the last day of session when Anderson wore one of his multicolored jackets. He signed and donated this one to the LCA upon his retirement in December 1988. All right, and there it is. Very nice. Huh. Here's Pataki, very good governor. Capitol Press Room. Nice. Oh, this is a really nice office. I like it. Huh. Beautiful. There's Mario Cuomo. And Hugh Carey, he was a great governor too. Hugh Carey, good old Irishman there. Wonderful governor that got the city economic mess floated and ironed out over in the 70s. We need another Hugh L. Carey. I hope Governor Cuomo, our current son of Mario, will be as good as Hugh L. Carey, because Hugh L. Carey was a magnificent governor for New York State during that fiscal crisis in the 70s when the city went bankrupt. And thanks to Hugh L. Carey, the city recovered amazingly. New York City recovered, and God bless him. He was a great governor, as was Cuomo, and I hope his son lives up to his genealogy. We need somebody like that in power now, definitely during this crisis. Yeah. All right. Lovely. I really like this room. Best room I visited except for the assembly chamber. Yeah, that's a beautiful room. Okay. I especially like those poker hands. That's great. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thanks a lot for letting me film. The press, I forgive the press. They're actually nice. All right. Oh, the whole place is getting renovated. Wish I had this contract, huh? Some money up there. Wow. What is this? Senate chamber. Senate chamber. Oh. I don't think they're in session. No. Huh. They're locked, but there's the Senate chamber. Huh. Nice. Beautiful ceiling. Coffered ceiling like in the palaces in Italy. This could be the Visconti Castle in the park in Milano, Italy. Visconti Palace. Yeah, nice. Huh. Beautiful. Huge old fireplace. They used to probably burn logs in there before they put in central heating. All right. Well, nice. And look at all that gold or whatever it is up there. Wow. Huh. So this is probably what's called the antechamber, maybe, with those magnificent gates. Beautiful. All right. Huh. Oh, there's another one. There it is with stained glass of the state seal. Beautiful. Wow, nice. Huh. Beautiful stained glass over there. Lovely. I don't know why they got the lights on. There's nobody in there. It's what? Oh, so they got to film it? Oh, it's just always... I get it. Okay. I was just wondering. Thanks for the info. And what are these seats used for? When they have a recession, they're here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Very nice couches. Wow. Huh. Who's the statue? Do you know? Oh, okay. Here's another antechamber. Senators only. Huh. Nice. And there's a gallery, I should say, gallery, Jesus. Yeah. Here's probably where the cloakroom is, the famous cloakroom. Nice. Lieutenant Governor there. I wonder if he's in. Probably not. Nope. Huh. And these are probably bathrooms or something. Okay, this is cool. Anyway, the state capitol is really open, democratic, friendly to a citizen, even wearing a subversive shirt like this. And who is this? Robert Livingston of New York City. Okay, there he is. Yep, they don't make them like that anymore. And I don't even know where I am. Should I go down there? Or what the hell? Look at this. This is like, wow, unreal. Look at this. This is what they make brownstones of in New York City, man. But this is like, whew, unreal, the beauty. This is unreal. What is this hall called here?
They call this the staircase here is called the $1 million staircase.
The $1 million staircase.
Because when they built it, oh gosh.
Do I have permission to film you? Is that okay? Or I'll just record your voice. You don't need.
I mean, if you want, but I mean, I'm not like.
I can film you with permission. Is that okay?
It's okay.
I'll put it on the internet, but you don't mind, right?
I mean, okay. I'm no historian. Like, there's people. You go to the.
Okay.
If you went to the information desk, you know, they would give you much better information.
But why do they? What is this room here? What is this?
This actually.
Is this called the atrium, or what's this called?
This is a huge skylight right
Yeah,
here.
I know.
And this
Wow.
back when I think when Governor Pataki was governor.
Yeah.
Until then, it was all like block. They
Block-
had
oh.
block. They had
Covered it over.
covered it over because
Tar
of-
papered it or something.
because of I think it may have been either World War I or World War II or something.
Okay, got it.
So people wouldn't,
So they let it. They did it during World War II when they were afraid there'd be bombing or something.
something like
yeah,
that.
but of course that never. Yeah.
Yeah,
And so they never bothered to uncover it till the mid '70s when Pataki
until
came in.
When Pataki came
Yeah.
in, he was the one who uncovered it.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
So you could, the skylight, so you could see through it.
Well, it's
And
magnificent.
it'd be much brighter in here.
Wow, unreal.
And like the reason they call this the $1 million staircase is because that's how much this staircase, back this was how many,
This
over
must have
100
been.
years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. That's what it cost.
And at that day and age.
That must have been like 50 million, right?
I
A
know,
million
yeah,
bucks
you would think,
100
at
years
least,
ago
right?
was 50 million, because that's,
Yeah.
or maybe even more, because no, I think the whole room must have cost that. But that because see, yeah.
I think what did they say? I'm trying to remember from when I went on the tour.
yeah.
It was I think it's made of it's ordered from.
It's green. It's green
Yeah,
like
it's
slate.
It's like a
Yeah.
limestone or something.
Oh, but very rare maybe.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So they ordered it from. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember.
Huh.
I'm
And that's
sorry.
why it costs so much. Wow.
Yes, that's why.
You know what this
And
reminds
plus,
me
like,
of?
all the work that the
Yeah.
the crafts were.
Yeah,
the art,
unreal. Wow.
the-
You know what this reminds me of when I saw it? You know that guy Escher, the artist who does these like paradoxical drawings that are loops, like it goes in endless circles, and your eye is tricked into these paradoxical images. His name is Escher, E-S-C-H-E-R, I think. I looked at this and I thought this is one of those Escher staircases.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It resembles one of those famous drawings of his.
Right.
I probably got his name mispronounced, but I've looked at his drawings, and your eye gets tricked, and and then you examine it, and you realize that everything is inside out, like turning an apple peel inside out, so it all goes around in a circle forever and ever and ever.
neat.
And that's what this staircase reminds me of. There's
Does
one.
it?
I wonder if he was inspired by this, because it is a similar structure without the
I
paradox.
think this may have been
Without-
inspired by
yeah.
something, some European.
Yeah,
thing or other.
without entering the infinity of getting lost in the maze. That's what he specializes in, drawing things
In a
where you get,
maze?
his drawings are like tricks of vision, and if you were to examine them closely, you just end up endlessly going around in a circle,
Wow.
And so that's what this staircase reminds me of, one of Escher's drawings. Though luckily, we will probably exit these stairs without getting lost in the infinity of nothingness, which is, But anyway, thank you so much. What's your name?
My name's Katie.
Katie? Tommy Fox, man, Tommy. I'm on my first trip to the state capitol, and so far I'm overwhelmed by the architecture and mostly by all the people I meet who are really decent, except for one guy. But he shall remain nameless. Okay, all the employees have been really great of the state, so don't worry. It's actually someone else, so don't worry. Wow, unreal.
I'm sorry, I have a friend that was one of the, he wrote a book actually.
Oh yeah? On what?
On history of Albany.
Oh yes?
And sometimes he gives tours.
Well, I would love to take an official tour, because I'm sure there's a million things I'm overlooking. Like these faces.
People who actually give the tours are great.
I'll bet you when he gives a tour, oh, here it is, C.P. Easton. Yeah, see, that's a real gargoyle face there,
Absolutely.
And so probably, and here's another one, A.J. Parker. So these must be people in state government from like the 19th century.
Well, no, these are actually people that built the.
Oh, really?
That
Oh.
built the what do you call it? Like
These are the Masons that did the carving.
Masons that
They
did the carving.
immortalized themselves here.
Themselves and people that
They
knew.
had to be Masons, I mean real Masons,
Oh,
Mason
absolutely.
Masons,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
with the
And
knowledge.
then, you know what they did too?
Yeah.
Is if you look further towards
Yeah.
like the libraries
Uh-huh.
down here, they have pictures of little children of
Oh yeah?
infancy,
Like their kids, like little
little babies. And one time they said
they call them in Italy, they call them the punti with little wings.
Oh,
the
do they?
punti, yeah.
Punti?
They're actually little angels of babies that, you know, passed away. Let me just get my bag so I can walk down here. I'll give you, since you've been so nice to me, everybody's nice to me, I give a copy of a newspaper from Occupy Wall Street. There it is, okay?
Cool.
Yeah, so spread the word. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. That's that. I'm from the encampment, but I'm not living down there, but I'm from that park down there, Liberty Plaza. And there's the babies, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And guess what? One of the ones
Uh-huh.
was like a little girl. She came back many years later when she
Oh,
was
really?
saved,
Yeah.
when she was about.
And she knew herself? She recognized herself in one of the
I don't
little
know, somebody
faces?
must have told her or
Oh,
something.
that's your father did that. Yeah, that's probably
Or
it.
something,
She must have been the daughter of one of the Masons, you
Or
know?
something,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't that cool? Oh, you remember? You actually remember that?
Well,
Yeah.
somebody told me that.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah. Because I say this building's over 100 years old, so I don't think you're old enough to witness somebody.
No, it is well.
But these were definitely Masons.
This was built in
There's C.W.
1860.
Curtis.
See, this library was they had
A fire. Oh my
yeah,
God.
there's like
The Capitol fire of 1911.
yeah.
The western end of the Capitol destroyed New York State Library. Oh my God, can you imagine the records that were
Oh,
damaged?
and it was damaged and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been a tragedy.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Sure it was.
Wow.
So you haven't been camping out here?
No, I just go during the day. I'm a supporter of those hardy souls that actually spend the night every night, day
Oh,
after.
I can't
But you know what I do?
imagine.
I take in people, you know, and they can use my bathroom and
Oh,
they
do you
can
live
sleep
in the
over.
city around
Yeah, I
here?
live in Manhattan, so I
Oh,
take people home. Like
Manhattan.
3 people from the encampment spent the night at my house in my living room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I try to like give them a break from their hardship and give them a
Oh, man,
good
sure.
meal, and they get warm overnight, and they can hang out and just relax a little bit, because after a while that park gets a little much. There's so much activity. There's so many cameras.
There's so much going on.
Oh my God, you get sensory overload.
Oh,
I do. I come home, I've been bombarded by so many images and so much amazing stuff and so many conversations and met so many interesting people. And it's like, it's amazing, actually. It's an education. You can get an education in one day there. The school would teach you a month, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you get a condensed real life sort of knowledge given to you by other people who know so many different things you don't know. But it gets to be a little bit much, even for, so people, I think they need a break and just get away from there for an evening and just hang out and, watch a ball game, have a beer and relax,
Yeah, just
I mean,
take it easy and relax.
yeah, don't believe everything you read in the paper about the people there. Don't, because actually most of them are just like you and me. Okay, really, they are normal, decent people, are just concerned about our country and humanity,
absolutely. Sure.
and they care. They care enough to put their personal well-being not in danger, but inconvenienced.
Yeah.
Because it is hardship down there, and there is
Sure.
sickness, and there's been a wave of crime because all these convicts released from Rikers are finding their way down there for the free food, free clothing, free bedding, free everything.
Yeah.
And so there's been a bunch of violent incidents in the last couple of weeks. But anyway,
man.
the media blows everything out of proportion. It's actually it's like the ancient Greek polis. The polis is where a public space, a park near the Parthenon, where the Greeks met to talk and exchange ideas and just mingle. and we have recreated that, 2,400 years later. So,
Wow. So
it's,
you go to the one in
Manhattan, yeah. It's called Zuccotti Park, but we call it Liberty Plaza because that was the original name, Liberty Plaza, and they changed Liberty Plaza Park. They changed it to some guy called Zuccotti, who used to work for the government in some capacity. And I was under the impression he didn't even, I guess he knew the park was named after him, but I don't know. There's some sort of link. I don't know what the link is. But it's privately owned, so people can stay there, where all the publicly owned parks, you got to be out by midnight for safety.
For here, it has to be 11 o'clock.
Oh, 11 o'clock.
In
okay.
Albany.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm about to go and visit the encampment there and pass out some literature. Oh,
Okay.
I forgot to give you my literature. Let me give that to you.
You gave me
I gave you some stuff, but I didn't give all of it. I'm too busy. Here, give some of these around to your friends up here. Okay? Just pass them around. Okay? And did I give you that article?
Yes.
Okay, I got that. And
The newspaper article?
yeah. Oh, here's a pamphlet on the Federal Reserve Bank that I hand out, just about the private banking cartel that controls so much in this country illegally, unconstitutionally.
Yeah.
And I gave you that article from the Post, right? And then I got a bunch of folk songs here that we sing. This is like The Times They Are Changing, or Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies. You got This Land Is Your Land, We Shall Overcome, If I Had a Hammer, and We Shall Not Be Moved. That's beautiful. We shall not be moved. That's a beautiful spiritual. So we tend to sing those things.
Cool.
And a lot of this has to date back to the civil rights movement and Martin Luther King.
Wow.
And Joan Baez just gave a concert a couple days ago.
Did she?
Yeah, in Foley Square near the state Supreme Court on Veterans Day.
Oh, right, on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
And she really had class. You want to know why? Because, see, there's been a lot of people coming to Liberty Plaza, Zuccotti Park, uninvited. You know what I'm saying? Just showing up. Famous people, I won't name them.
Sure.
And they're sort of feeding off the media frenzy, sort of parasites that show up and say, I'm all for you, blah, blah, blah. But they're very rich people, and they're sort of, maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? But Joan Baez never showed up, never. She waited to be invited by us. And then, you see what the difference is?
Sure,
she didn't want to sort of get herself in the spotlight.
Right.
She waited till we invited her. And I think that had a lot of class.
Oh,
She's
sure,
always been a
absolutely.
very moral, classy person, very ethical and not associated with any of the drug taking of the 60s or anything. And she was so deeply involved in anti-war protests. She went to Vietnam.
Did
and
she?
actually, they bombed Saigon.
My uncle was there.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He was a general surgeon.
Oh, really? He must have seen horrific things,
I'm sure he did.
I'm
yes.
sure he never wanted to even talk about it, but.
Well, he went back actually later with his wife.
Oh, really? To revisit and everything?
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Well, I'm sure it was a very emotionally emotional experience to return.
Sure.
But Joan Baez went over there, I think in 1970 or 71, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But when she got to Saigon, which was in I guess it was North Vietnam she went to.
Okay.
Or I don't know, but she went on a peace mission, and American forces actually bombed the city for about a week or 10 days while she was there. So she was in an underground bunker for I think it was over a week, just listening to the earth vibrate from all the so anyway, she was over there when they did a bombing campaign, and I guess she must have been visiting North Vietnam, like Ho Chi Minh City or something. I don't know, but she actually was bombed and was in an underground bunker. And she also marched with, and she emerged alive, believe it or not, but the whole city was devastated by these B-52 attacks, where they just dropped these lines of bombs for weeks, or days. But anyway, then she led with Martin Luther King, the civil rights movement, and was really deeply embedded in that.
Yeah.
And so having her, come when we invited her was just amazing, because that's a link to history right there. It's
Sure,
like,
sure.
you know, she comes from that era of Robert F. Kennedy and Bob Dylan, and at the height of his creativity and
Sure.
and everything. So, and she has a lot of class because she's not one of these people that just show up in the park and give a, you know, surrounded by cameras and say they're for this movement. She waited, and then she actually, you know, she just has dignity, you know,
Right,
and that's something so rare nowadays because everybody is a celebrity hound, you know, and so everybody wants to get media attention. They're, you know, 15 minutes of fame,
Yeah.
and she didn't play that, you know, and I
Right.
really respect her for that, you know. So anyway, my name's Tommy Fox, and
Tommy
it's been a
Fox.
real pleasure
Katie
talking to you.
Griffin.
And by the way, I'll give you another paper here, which is really hard to get. It was just released like 2 days ago, and this is a beautiful paper. I didn't
My
bring.
sister lives in Manhattan.
Yeah, I didn't bring too many of them.
Yeah.
This is the 4th edition of the Occupy Wall Street Journal,
Are you sure you don't want to keep it to give it to somebody else?
well, no, because you know what? You're a nice person. I want you to have it. And this is really hard to get, even in Liberty Square Plaza. They're only handing out a few of them, and I managed to get my hands on a couple for this trip. And I want to give it to you because why is this so unique? There's no real articles in here, unlike the one I gave you earlier.
Right.
This is all posters. The whole thing is meant to be taken apart, cut up into sections, and then you paste it wherever you want, you know? So this is a real collector's item. It's also a beautiful work of art, and I think they spent about 3 weeks doing the graphics on it. And all these signs here are actual signs. They must have taken pictures of them.
they're actual signs?
Yeah, they are. On the pavement, or people are holding them on Broadway or on the side streets, and I recognize a lot of these.
Oh, do you
I
really?
do, yeah, I do.
Wow.
So they are actual reproductions of signs that are just being held up by people or have been left on the sidewalk. So it's well worth reading all these little signs because every person that made one has a particular take on what's going on down there. So it just
Sure.
reflects their orientation, their opinion, you know?
Sure,
So
absolutely.
anyway, so I'm going to give this to you. What's your name again?
It's Katie.
Katie,
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And
It's been a pleasure,
you know, put that up around your house. Someday it's going to be a collector's item.
I
That
will,
wonderful.
sure.
Katie, pleasure, man. I'll talk to you another time, I hope. I'll be up here again. Take care. All right. This must be the other side. This is the Department of Law. Huh. Huh. Department of Law. And this is the New York State flag. Let's see. Excelsior. Beautiful. Nice. All right. Oh, this emergency exit. Huh. I don't see any encampment, so I don't know. All right, maybe I should go the other direction. Okay. Wow. What's the name of this room? The governor's reception room. The governor's reception room? Wow. Incredible. When was this painted, do you know? Oh, it's all in here? Cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's see when it was done. It says here 1894. Let's see. 1920. Wheels took 5 years to complete, were installed by Dodge as assistant in 1929. So this was right when the crash happened. Yeah, when the crash, 1929, the beginning of the Depression. Luckily, they had the funds. They were flush with tax money, so they could afford this. It took 5 years to paint, man. Whoa. I think that's more than Michelangelo spent doing the Sistine Chapel. I think Michelangelo spent 2 years doing. Actually, Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel, and then he took down the scaffolding, and he looked up and he thought, oh my God, he did it wrong. The figures were not done correctly in proportion because he'd been too up close to it. And guess what? He replastered over the entire ceiling because it was stucco, you know? He replastered, skim coated the entire ceiling again and started over again. Yeah, Michelangelo, Sistine Chapel, he had to do it twice. He was such a perfectionist that when he took the scaffolding down, he realized he was too up close to realize it was all out of whack. So he actually had to redo it twice, and he suffered amazing back pain. Oh no, after years of working up there on scaffolding upside down, because see, he was painting on wet plaster. He would draw the lines in the wet plaster, and he had to paint it immediately for his watercolors to go and get absorbed into the plaster. They don't lie on the surface of the plaster. They are absorbed into the surface, which can only be done wet. So he would do like a 2-foot square portion at a time, you know? And it just took him forever working upside down, mixing up batches of plaster and painting. And, you know, if he didn't get the color exactly, that blend, the blend in with what he'd previously done, then he had to redo it. So his back was destroyed, and also his hands, his wrists were actually destroyed too. And I'll bet you the guys that did this, for 5 years, they probably got disability after doing this, you know? Because 5 years working upside down, your neck, you would get balled up in your neck muscles, you know? Definitely. Anyway, that's a real work of art. Look at the Indians. I say everybody in Manhattan should come up here. Everybody in Manhattan should come up here and view this. This is amazing. Lovely. Oh yeah?
This floor was not supposed to be in.
Oh really? Oh, they put this.
It's so big. That's because my first view was, wow, why is it so big? That's why.
Oh, they put a floor in halfway, so it's supposed to be way high up. Well, lucky for us because we're that much closer to it. So do you think when they built this, I mean when they painted it, that floor was not here then? Ah, that's why it doesn't match out here. Okay. So they actually were working even higher up, like Michelangelo. Okay, I get it. Okay. Yeah, this is a totally different floor. I get it. So you're supposed to look at it from way, way down. I understand. Uh-huh. Lovely. All right, great. Huh. And what's down that corridor?
That's the governor's, the Hall of Chamber.
Oh. Can I go in there? Is that permitted? Or oh, great. Excellent.
Here, take that with you.
Oh yeah, I will. Can I get 2 copies? Is that okay? Just to show my daughter and my son.
Really nice.
Let me get 3. One for my daughter and son. My daughter's 22. My son is 19.
Okay.
I got to take them up here. You know, I should have, but I didn't. But I will next time. Huh. The Unknown Soldier. Cool. Oh man, major work being done here. Wow. I think I was here before. Excelsior. Huh. Am I permitted to film in here? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
It's okay? All right, great. I just want to ask permission.
Okay, no problem.
cool.
I was just wondering if we didn't talk last week about the email thing.
Huh.
I didn't
Theodore Roosevelt. Huh. He's a real adventurer. He used to go to the Adirondack Mountains, King Valley, to restore his health as a kid. Huh. Wow.
Right.
Hall of Governors. That's, who is that? That's Lucius Robinson, Greene County, New York, 1877, 1879, one of New York State governors. Here's another one. Reuben E. Fenton, Carroll, New York, 22nd governor, 1865, 1868. Here's another one. Edwin D. Morgan, Washington, Massachusetts, 21st governor, 1859, 1862. All right. Huh. Nice. Wow, there's a big one. Who is that? That is unreadable. I don't know who it is. That must be up there, but I can't read it. Nice, beautiful. Here's another one. These must be the early ones. Painted by Charles Ingham. That's Ingham. This one doesn't have a signed canvas, so I don't know. All right, anyway, we've seen the Hall of Governors. Good. Some of them. Occupy Wall Street visits Albany, state capital, and takes a tour of the state capital. Everybody's very nice, very friendly, very open, except for one gentleman who has his reasons, as we all do, for not exactly being nice, but it doesn't matter. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Great. Now I'll go down. Thanks a lot. Nice talking to you. You too. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. This building is huge. I am lost. Oh, there I am. Okay, I'm back. Okay, good. There we go. All right.
Oh, look at this. We finally made the go. You're in a fucking.
Okay, here we are at the Occupy Albany tent site, protest site. right on the other side of the Capitol. I thought all these folks got kicked out by.
No, you didn't. You listened to the conversation. They wanted to last night. The state police wanted to. And the district attorney said he wouldn't prosecute.
Oh, great. Good. Here they are. Oh, you don't need quarters?
I don't think so.
All right.
No parking here.
Hey, can you film? Hey, Randy. Wait,
I gotta see.
Oh, jeez. Wait, Randy, I need the trunk open. Okay, good. All right, now. Wait. The blue. There we go. There we are.
Good?
Yep.
Closing it up?
Good to go. Yeah. All right, now,
I'll hold it.
yeah, if you could hold and just, you're filming.
Go ahead.
You don't hold it like that. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Good.
Here we go.
Oh, it's cold? Colder up north than, well, what else is there? And, I just lost a top. Oh, it unscrewed. All right, here we are. Wait, keep on filming. Here we are, the New York contingent, up here to bolster the morale of the Occupy Albany campers protest movement. And we are here to offer our support and give them a shot in the arm, though they don't need it. These guys are obviously highly motivated. And just to show that we are here to back them up. There we go. We pioneered the telegram. Hey, get that sign. The one above it.
I will.
Look at the one above it.
I will.
The electric motor, 1829, 1831. Here. Were you listening to the radio show? Yeah, I didn't get a part where you were. Yeah, I got shut out. That's okay. Dan, take this. I don't know. Well, I think that had something to do with me filming in his office. Yeah, let me get my car parked.
Illegally there?
I'm
Look at
interviewing
that.
this guy. What's your name? What's your name, sir?
My name is Bill Malatesta.
Okay.
Retired high school librarian and Vietnam veteran.
You're a Vietnam vet and a retired librarian. How long have you been up here?
Well, I live in Albany, so periodically I stop by.
Nice. In the middle of the rain here, that's nice, you know? Good for you. Excellent. Great. And you were talking just before about the radio show guy for the New York Post who kicked me out of his office.
Fred Dicker.
Fred, yeah, Dickerson.
F.U. Dicker.
Does he come down here?
That's his initials. Yes, periodically he stops by. Maybe 2 weeks ago, he stopped by with Liz Bishop. She's the anchor for CBS Channel 6. Fred Dicker is the political analyst for Channel 6.
Oh, okay.
And
they were filming?
They were filming, and it was our point of view versus Fred, so to speak. And Fred asked a number of occupiers their opinion or why they were occupying Albany, and he wouldn't allow them to speak. He would constantly interrupt them. And I thought that was very unprofessional of him.
Interesting. Okay. Well, he definitely was rude to me, no doubt about it.
I mean, we should probably just put down the sign of how many people coming by. If you're going to be interviewing people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, it's getting wet. Yeah. But I wanted. Hey, can you hold this for a minute? Or I just want to get a shot. Yeah.
Here, do you want to hold it? Go for it.
Right against the state capitol, right there. Wait. Yeah. And also, I want to get a still. Yeah, that's it, Walter. Thank you. Let me get a still. Hold it. I know it's difficult, but it'll go. All right, there we go. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna send it to myself. You can put it down now, Walter. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Emperor Como.
Yeah, during the first arrest the other night on Saturday with
Yeah.
the people entering Lafayette Park.
Uh-huh.
As the first arrest was being made and the fellow was being taken away by the state troopers,
Yeah.
people began singing the Imperial March from Star Wars. So dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
Resist the Emperor. That's funny, man.
Let me see that one more time.
Of course.
Do you have any opinion about the state police now that in this situation?
Well, I don't believe there's a curfew. I mean, there are no signs in the park.
How's it go?
Dun 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 dun. How's it sound? Dun 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 dun. It actually starts out.
However, I also believe
Cool, man. What's your name?
in Lafayette Park because
Daniel.
Walter.
I can only
Nice to
speak
meet
for
you.
myself.
Yeah.
Actually,
Nice coat.
Yeah. Everybody I talk to is from these places, you know?
Yeah.
Down on Wall Street because there's so many international people.
Definitely.
I get people from everywhere.
Cool. You just come up from there?
Yeah.
Very good. How long you been down there?
I've been about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, as much as I can, you know?
Yeah.
But I've been following it since day one, you know?
Right.
Because, very interesting.
Yes.
And, you know, just following the news and it's a joke.
Absolutely. I like your ban fracking sticker.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
see
trying to
our-
get some more of those.
Yeah.
I've been trying to, like,
You want to get underneath
not that I,
work, or you can even
anyways, I try to inform people, you know, because people don't know about fracking, they don't know about Monsanto, they
Right.
don't know about anything.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody's plugged in and
Yeah, I know.
plugged out.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you can step inside.
Plugged into the right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to inform people about those issues. So
Great.
whenever I see the band back, every time I grab a staff,
Yeah.
I talk about it. I sit in the front.
Great. Here's the kitchen. Here's the fuel of this movement, the kitchen. Great. Excellent. Wow, they got food ready to go here. Very nice of them. Lunch is ready to be served, I guess. Occupy Albany is a drug-free gathering. Great. Good, good. United Plutocrats of States of America. Great. Comfort. You got a comfort station here too. Great. All right. The bell's ringing. I guess it's noon. Yep, it's noon. So this is the Occupy Albany site. I think they were already driven off once, and they were supposed to be driven off again last night, but the Attorney General wouldn't go along with it. It's actually a big, big encampment here. Huge encampment. It's much bigger than it looks from the road. Guitar being played from inside a tent. Definitely a lot more room here than down in Liberty Plaza Park, for sure. Yeah, they're not crowded like in New York City because there's more room to spread. So this is a nice size encampment, man. Nice. Great. Welcome to Como Acres, luxury living in the Capital Region's parks. Spacious lots available. And here's a sign. Oh, it all got rained out. Whatever it was. Trees. Huh. Well, we got a very nice encampment here. Family camp. I wish I'd worn a raincoat. I wish I'd worn a raincoat. It's raining. Huh. Nice. What is this? Huge sign. Wow. Whoa, this is something. Huh. This is a nice sign. Nice signs. Occupy Albany. Please do not touch or move. Thanks. Whoops. I read that too late. Beautiful. It's like Washington Square Park with these little houses, federal building houses. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
I'm just photographing signs. I'm from New York City.
Oh, where?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, we're up from New York City to document everything. We'll put it on the internet. How long you been here?
I've been here since day one.
Day one. All right. When was that?
I believe it was the 21st.
21st of September? No, October.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been about 3 weeks now.
All right, great. Well, keep it up. We're here to offer our moral support from the guys down there on Liberty Plaza, Zuccotti Park there. So, and we really admire you guys out here in the rain.
Thank you.
So nice. What's your name?
Suji.
Suji, Tommy Fox. Tommy, keep up the good work. Okay. Nice meeting you. We're all in back of you.
Thank you.
Yep, you got our support. Man, that bell just keeps on going. It's been like 10 minutes. They play a whole symphony. That's the smallest tent I've seen. That's nothing. That's like a little child's tent. Oh, I got another sculpture, just like in Liberty Plaza Park. Louis A. Sawyer, 1918, 1988. Huh, all right. So they even have a little guy sitting on a bench, just like in the northwest corner of Liberty Plaza. That's nice. But he's facing away from where all the action is, this poor gentleman, so he doesn't know what the hell's going on behind him. But he looks like a kindly guy, a little less worried than the Zuccotti bronze figure appears, looking in his briefcase. Somebody's getting rained on. Jeez. Safe water, a sound investment. Yep. Ban fracking now. Huh. Make Wall Street pay. Occupy. Albany, New York. Here we go. Beautiful. And Philip Schuler. Let's see who this gentleman is. Yeah. Major General. Yeah. Major General Schuler. Must be a Revolutionary War general from New York State, I guess. Yep. 1733, 1804. Yep. Revolutionary War. That heavy winter cape, probably at Valley Forge, perhaps. Wow, this bells go for 15 minutes. Unreal. Oh, let's learn about this park here. And then we go back inside where it's warm. I'm freezing. Absolutely cold up here. I'm just a city boy. I can't take this country cold. Albany, 1986 is still making history. Academy Park established in 1882. A hill on the site required the removal of 10,000 loads of sand and clay, filling a gully on the north side of Elk Street where present houses were built. All right. 1882. So they filled in a whole little gully valley somewhere. Hey, how's it going, man? We're from New York.
I went down there.
Yeah, good. Stop by again. Birthplace of modern electricity. All right. Oh, and here's the sign making factory. What do they got here? What do they got? Let's see. Judge Catherine, make experience count. Sit and unveil the lady. beneath. Alright, whatever. Guess that's humor. So these are... Let's see what we got. You and us. You and us equals change. Other side. We need donations. Okay. What's this? Honk. Honk if you miss democracy. Okay. How much are they paying you, Governor? 1%. You damn kids, get off my lawn. You can't evict free speech. Stand the millionaire's tax. Seems to be some hostility towards the governor up here. Should be towards Chuck Schumer. Investigate fraud. Fill for profit money prisons with real criminals. Fill for profit prisons with real criminals. Those I presume are the bankers, investment fraud. Too big to fail, too big to exist. Yup. That's actually a good sign. I don't know if I've seen that down in New York. Bail out the banks, now you're sunk. Alright. Occupied with peace. Good. Make Wall Street pay. 1%ers are the President and Congress boss. Yep, I would say they're all 1%ers. Are you your brother's keeper? Do not allow fear and greed to cause you to condemn yourself. Okay. Nice. I like the way they take care of their signs here. They got a tent for them. So, you know, it's a little better because when it rains, they don't all get destroyed like in New York City. Thank God. What's this one? This is a round one. Democracy needs you. That's a nice one. Yeah, very nice. This is nice. Redistribute. Beautiful. Great. So they got a nice art making tent here. That's beautiful. This painting. (9/11), the memorial flag. We remember. This is working group, contact info, kids stuff, arts and music, coalition building, education, community, finance. We got working groups, legal, coordination, human resources, public relations, and they got a solar panel here, a very nice one. Wow, beautiful setup with solar panels. Lovely, look at that. Damn, man. This is great.
It's embarrassing.
The 99th Club. Thanks for many banks of support. Then we got occupyalbany.org, occupyalbany.proboards.com, facebook.com/occupyalbany New York. No, I'm sorry, Albany, New York. Power to the peaceful. That's a great.
So yeah, I mean, we would love to get some.
Power to the peaceful.
Well, it'd be nice for them to come up here and, just hit that on email, see around. That's like really
Great. And then we got this. Take your picture with Emperor Como. Hello from Occupy Albany. Hey Randy, where's my flat? Oh, there they are. Good. All right.
Isn't this great up here?
Yeah, it's wonderful, man. We're very impressed.
Thank you.
Definitely
I'm coming back on
impressed.
Sunday, you know.
Oh, you are?
I'm going to get arrested in Lafayette Park, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday
You
night.
have a date to get arrested.
Well, we're planning an action right now.
Oh, yeah?
Because they're prohibiting free speech over here at Lafayette Park.
Where's Lafayette Park?
That's right over, that's a state park.
Oh, okay. Why, I mean, what do they object to that for? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get out here.
No, come on, set a good example. Smoke for all your fans. Come on.
Well, I don't drink or I don't...
I know. It's okay. I don't object to you killing yourself. What? I know, I saw that. That's funny.
Isn't this wonderful up
Yeah.
here?
Well, he made a mistake, and didn't he, like, evict them a couple of weeks ago? Yeah. I don't know why he did that. That wasn't the best strategy, you know?
Here, get a picture of me with the governor.
Okay. Here, wait, I'll, here we go. Wait. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Shit, wait. I gotta do it again. I screwed up. Can you get the cigarette out of your hand? It looks like you're toking on a joint. You're supposed to be running.
So moralistic, man, for a man of action, a man of protest.
Well,
For an anarchist like you.
anarchist? What are you talking about? I'm a very... I don't believe in people self-destructing. I'm sorry. Which is what you're doing.
I'm not inhaling.
Okay, here we go. You're actually feeding the corporate coffers by buying tobacco.
Indian territory, Native American territory. Why don't you interview the guy on the street with the flag?
I did already.
This is beautiful, isn't it, Duncan?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it
I'm so
is.
glad you came
I know. I am so happy. Thank you again. So, okay, I think I've done it. So what?
Why can't you come out? Yes, we're planning it right now. It's the only day I can come up before I leave town for the holiday for Thanksgiving.
Can I talk to you?
Yes. Yes.
Recycle. We can just help ourselves to food?
You can recycle, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Wow, those church bells just keep on going. All right. Oh, my mother used to work for William Sloane Coffin as his personal secretary in Riverside Church in the 80s. Mid-80s, she was working with him, Reverend Sloane Coffin, up in his office there. Yep. Riverside Church, the secretary right off his office, right there. Huh. He was against the Vietnam War. He led some marches. Reverend Sloane Coffin. Wow, Norman Rockwell. I never saw this book. That's nice. One of America's greatest painters. Realizing art against authority. Oh, this is nice. Realizing the impossible. Realizing the Impossible, Art Against Authority by Josh McPhee, Eric Ruland. I wouldn't mind getting that. I guess the Strand has it. Realizing the Impossible. Rhetoric. Is that a politician in your pocket? Washington on $2 million a day. All right. It's amazing how much subversive literature there is. American theocracy. It should be American plutocracy. Here's Greg Pallas. Armed Madhouse. Well, they got enough reading here for the winter. Kevin Phillips, Bad Money. Free Fall. Joseph Stiglitz. All right. fantastic. How long have you been here?
25 days.
Oh, you've been here since September. What was it? 21st? I mean October 21st. Then. Yeah. Great.
I work part-time too.
What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny. Okay.
Are you filming me?
Yeah. If you don't mind, we'll put you on Facebook or on YouTube. Because we're up here from New York City to document what's going on, because not many people down there are aware of the reality up here, you know? So, like, I haven't been to Albany in 30 years. Huh? Oh, yeah? Of the encampment? Yeah? Really? Yeah?
Over here,
wow.
right in the middle.
Okay. You know what? You're doing something that not even in New York they don't do that. They just let people wander in and get lost. And believe me, in New York, it's like 5 times as many tents in half the space. So it's one big, huge, you know, it's just on top of each other.
Yeah, I stayed twice down in Wall Street.
Oh, you have been down there? Yeah. Good.
Slept on boxes.
Yeah, on the cardboard. Yeah.
Tent
Yeah.
around me. So you
Great.
want a tour?
Yeah, okay. Fast tour because it's raining and I'm freezing.
He tapes all of our shows. He's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
You're gonna
put
come
on-
back
that's
up
a
here and
nice
get
view.
arrested with me on Sunday? You?
Me.
So this is our welcome tent. The awesome things about our welcome tent is that we post the weather every day.
Oh, great.
And our scheduled events every day.
Excellent.
This is, you know, it has someone there 24 hours a day.
Oh,
So
great.
if there's a problem, that can be solved. And also our donation thing is...
Good.
That's not really that awesome.
I already saw the art tents,
Okay.
so don't worry. I've gone through everything. I've seen the library too.
So this is legal, medical. We have a medic on call 24 hours. She lives a block away.
Great.
So that's covered. It's kind of short staffed right now. Our food donation area is just getting reorganized.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I had some soup and bread. It was very good, just to warm up a little bit, get some fuel.
Nice. This is our drink area, and if you ever have treats, they're always in
really? Wow, nice. Yeah, you're very, and you even have a comfort station just like in New York.
Yep.
I might ask him for a jacket. You guys don't have a raincoat in there, do you? I didn't.
Or an umbrella.
Raincoat would be better. I'm freezing, man. Oh, thank you. I'll return it when I get in the before I get in the car. This is a good old Northeaster slicker. Good.
Anybody? Get a cup?
That's tea? Is that hot tea?
It's really good stuff.
Oh, please. That would
You
hit
gotta
the
find yourself a
spot.
cup, 'cause I've only got one cup.
He can have the
Oh,
cup. He's
thank
a
you.
visitor.
You drink it, we can
I'm a
wash it off.
vegetarian.
He's from.
Okay, well,
I don't have contaminating whatever they are, bacteria. That's big. That's great, man. I need to warm up. Thank you.
This is white tea and green tea with cinnamon. It's all hot.
So.
Lovely, man.
Yeah, he does
Beautiful.
this every day. He's amazing.
Thank you.
work up the
I'll
streets.
tell
It's
you,
very easy
you
for
are
you to do.
a blessing, man, because I was needing this to warm up.
So then we have the People's Library, also inspired by
I was
New
just in there
York.
for about 10 minutes looking at everything.
Sanitation.
Yep.
So
Oh,
when we
you
first
even have
porta potty.
toilets. See, we're not allowed those in New York.
Yeah.
They won't allow us to have porta potties, or they took out all the Honda 2000 generators running on gasoline the night before it snowed and rained. Snowed, really.
That's unfortunate.
And we all froze. You know?
So we go to the bathroom like 2 blocks away. There's
Okay.
a concourse where we can go. They
that's good.
closed it after 11, so then these were donated immediately.
Oh, that's so nice.
We're really blessed.
Wow, you are, because they don't have these in New York City.
Smells really bad.
Great.
And then we're kind of broken up into different neighborhoods. So this is the projects.
This is the projects.
We have the projects. We have the mansions.
The mansions.
We have suburbia. We have family camp. We have Jennings Ghetto.
And
He's
you
our
even
mayor.
have a heat lamp here.
Yeah, someone also donated
That's
that.
fantastic. Those are worth a lot of money, man. Wow. Great.
And that's about it.
All right. Lovely. Well, I'm very impressed by what I'm seeing up here.
Cool.
Really impressed.
Thank you. I mean,
It's like a miniature version of Liberty Plaza, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice. And you're lucky you got so much space so you can actually, you know,
Get
you're not
away a little
jammed
bit,
in.
yeah.
Well, you were down there, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
Just 10 after 10 after 10, everybody on top of each other. They're actually now putting up huge army tents where people can sort of barrack together, which gives less privacy but more security. you know, because they've had a little bit of problems, you know, with crime. So anyway, you have a great encampment here, and this is going on YouTube under the
Occupy Albany.
yeah, under the rubric of that shirt email address there, website. And what is this here? Mind, Body, Spirit? You do meditation in there?
Yeah, we have a Mind, Body, Spirit working group.
Oh, nice. Great. Huh.
Back there, there's a big there's a pile of bags back there on Elm. Right here, right on the corner of the education building. Cool. And we'll see if they get picked up or not. We did have a relationship with the Department of General Services because they supported us where they were picking up our trash.
Oh, that's nice. They still do? Or you said you did have.
We're in
what is
limbo
that?
right now.
They're iffy?
Yeah.
They're trying to back out, or
we will find a way.
see,
but for now,
we're in New York. We're backed up by the transit department, police, and also all the unions. So you know, basically the only people that are really hostile to us is not even the police are hostile that much. It's just the establishment. You know, the government of New York under Blumberg is giving them their orders.
What are you making a documentary about?
It's not a documentary. We're just posting this on the website.
It's from Occupy Wall Street.
New York City, yeah.
Huh. Which website?
It's called the New American Regeneration Party, but it'll also be on YouTube under just Occupy Wall Street.
How long have you been filming it?
Here?
Uh-huh.
Half an hour.
Oh,
yeah. I haven't filmed you though, so don't worry. I can tell you won't give me permission. Listen, I brought up the newest issue of the Occupy Wall Street Journal, and they've been working on it for 3 weeks, and it's a real tour de force of design. It's actually not, I'll give you 2 issues. One is the 3rd issue, which has a lot of articles, and the 4th issue is just a bunch of posters that they've been working on. So I have it in this.
I have 1 and 2, so you'll complete our collection.
Okay, good. But because then I brought 3 and 4 up for you, and I want to give it to you. You seem to be the person to give stuff to, so let me get him out. Okay, this is Occupy Wall Street Journal 3 here, and maybe we should give you a lot of them. Okay.
Oh my goodness, is that the 4th?
We got 3rd and 4th. It completes our collection.
Okay, wait. I haven't given you the 4th yet. I'm just giving you 3.
Oh, 3.
Here's number 3s, a lot of them, so you can spread them around.
An Albany picture?
And then.
No, this is the Wall Street. This is,
what? Oh, that's from New York.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not funny.
Okay, where?
11. Yeah, 11.
I gotta find number 4. 4 is rare. For some reason, they're not really distributing many of them.
Every day from now on.
And
I guess that's their prerogative.
let me see. Huh? Does somebody take out?
What?
There should
Let
be.
me know if they decide to waive the.
Somebody
arrest.
took out. I
You're
brought
gonna
up
go
more
there
than
every
this.
night, is that
Okay,
it?
I gotta go into the car.
We can stick around and do it tonight if you'd like.
This weird. Oh, I'll give you some pamphlets too. Here's some Federal Reserve Bank pamphlets.
Right.
Federal Reserve Bank pamphlets. Okay.
Randy, I'm sure that it'll be a better move if you come on Sunday.
Okay.
Because we can organize a big
All right.
group.
All right. Good.
All right.
Bigger the better.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about it today on Liz's show.
All right. Unless you want to do it both days.
Here's some articles.
I'm driving back. I would do it if everyone else didn't have to get back. I would stick around.
Right.
You know, the car's not due until 7 in the morning.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that it'll be a more
But
important...
it could be a 2-hour experience by the time we get over there.
I gotta get it. It's in the car. They're rare, and I didn't bring up so many of them.
Exactly.
But
I'm sure that it'll be, there'll be a more, more of a bang if we do it Sunday and we plan for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk about it with
Liz
and really bust.
Here, take these too.
Yeah.
Good luck, brother.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you can see the connection.
Now, let me go get another 4 for you.
Actually,
I can take this.
So it's just like, people question this. And we say,
Okay. Here's the current masterpiece of the Occupy Wall Street Journal. Just look at it. These are actual signs that they reproduced, and I've seen most of them in the last month and a half.
Can you open it for me?
And these are actual signs they took photos and reproduced. And then you have a whole paper full of posters.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's my sign from the first day, right there, that one.
Oh yeah? In the rain there?
Dear Money and Policy, break up, love
Maybe,
the people.
can I take that? I'm actually collecting signs for the Smithsonian Institution.
Yeah, you
so
can take it.
could I take that?
It's from our first day here.
Okay, you know what? That is valuable as documentation of the movement. I am in touch with the assistant curator of the Smithsonian political division, and I'm been collecting signs basically since about since it began, but I got them, you know, on the 13th of October. But
forward to Sunday.
Huh?
Really mobilized.
What?
And shove it.
As what? As no, this is different. This is number 3. This is number 4.
I'm gonna do Thursday in New York.
You see? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it?
Huh?
You know?
Do you want to hear something good?
And you know what? I'll bring a whole stack of them up here when we come back on Sunday, okay? I'll try to get my hands on hundreds of them, okay? But this is a collector's item, and they're not really distributing them, very many of them, in the park for some reason. So, but I managed to get a few, and so.
I can.
What do you guys need? Do you guys need sleeping bags?
We need a thermos. We need a thermos.
I mean, what do they need here?
This is what we
know.
need.
It's easy to raise money for Occupy Wall Street. They already got plenty of stuff down there.
CO2 detectors, AA batteries, floodlights, flashlights, dry goods,
where we have it nationwide.
tarps,
zip ties,
gators, pallets. Well, we're not bringing any pallets.
No, I know pallets, but then tarps are like the essential thing. You guys know that. Tarps are #1.
Well, we have a huge warehouse full of them, so full of everything.
Wow. That's awesome.
All right.
Tom, this is where the action is.
Yeah. Well, we're going to bring back as much stuff as we can for them. Look, we're not going to be bringing back propane refills.
No, that's fine. We don't.
Forget the mayor, man. You got the governor here. This is like incredible.
Yeah. This is where it needs to go down. This is where it needs to go down right now, you know? I mean,
no, he's like, fuck.
He's so pissed about us calling him 1% Cuomo. You have no idea.
I know.
He is so pissed.
Listen, they took me out to lunch after that. The day that they had the march against the governor 1%, his chief of staff took me to Doc's restaurant.
All right, so this is the one I can have, right?
The point of the arrow right here.
Okay, great.
It's so
This is from day 1 of the Occupy Albany site right here. Break up, beautiful. What's your name again?
I'm Jenny.
Jenny. Okay, thanks, Jenny.
Oh, here it is. It's the same one, but there's this one too.
Okay. All right. If I can have them, they'll end up in the Smithsonian. Okay, Jenny.
Yeah.
Yep. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. This is my souvenirs of my trip up here. My pilgrimage up here, I should say. Thanks again, Jenny.
Yep.
Yep. That's kind of a weird seat, by the way. I must say.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Randy. Yeah, Randy, could you pop the car again?
You see this, what they have here?
No.
That Paul Miller, man, he's donated all the flags out here. Look at this monument here. Daughters of the American Revolution.
Oh.
This is the Daughters of the American Revolution monument to 41,000 Patriot troops from New York.
Wow. Who donated this?
Militia.
Maybe he might want to stand a show our banner. Maybe.
I don't think that'll work, not with the camera angles and stuff.
No? Okay.
But I can put it up.
Yeah, where could we put this? I can hold it or something.
probably should have left this in the
Where are they going to sit? Right here?
They're gonna sit right.
Oh, okay. So we can just put them right like that.
Sure. It's up to you, Mike.
You're not going to be in the shot, so we just have to put the sign.
Okay.
We gotta
All
turn
right.
around.
Do you have duct tape? We could duct tape it.
Might just be able to. Can we try and stand it?
Yeah, we can try stand. Oh yeah, that might help. Yeah. Okay, you got a natural thing right here, but yeah, just like you have tape here, right?
I don't know.
I can easily do it with duct tape, but I just or you got gaffer's tape, right? Gaffer's tape.
Somewhere around, I'm sure.
All right.
Flip it to the.
Is yours? There you go.
Finish good here?
You are going to want to put it up underneath your sweaters and then have it clip on to one of the sides.
Under the shirt?
You don't have to do that. You can just use it with your lapel.
Okay.
Other side, other way. Turn it up. So this
There.
faces up. There you go.
You have one for me? Another button? That's the only one you have?
I got one of those abstract ones with the Dodge.
Okay, we know who you are, guys. It's okay. Hey, okay, turn it around, Dan.
Oh,
Here. Here you go.
yeah.
On this side.
Oh, this side, okay.
Yep, just pull your lapel up to me. There you go. Good.
Is that okay like that?
Yeah.
Is this the camera angle on that on that?
You're gonna have to stand back here. There's no
Okay.
good spot to
No,
be.
I'm just seeing maybe I can move the banner over a little bit. So.
Don't mess with
I think
it,
we're
man.
gonna leave it the
Seriously,
way it
because
is.
Don't worry
if
about
it
it, Tom.
rotates around.
No,
This isn't the
Tom,
angle.
it rotates
No, this is not the
around.
angle?
Tom,
Tom,
I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
shot
Tom,
when
let
you
it
got
go.
All right.
Tom, let it go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Good.
It's cool. Okay, so what we're going to write this minute is
This is a
This
monument.
is a monument. New York State organization now Society of Daughters of the American Revolution honors the courage and valor of more than 41,000 patriotic troops in the line, the levies, and the militia.
We will start with this gentleman right here.
Check, 1, 2, 3. My name is Walter.
And I'll talk to you in your ear.
Yep.
Occupy everything. Because when people occupy.
You're good with him, Dan?
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Mic check, mic check.
Hold on.
Party people in the
Mic
house.
check, oh,
1,
jeez.
2.
You got him? Okay, Randy?
This place will be blown up in 5 minutes. The end of the Soviet Union
I don't even
and
know who that is. Oh,
occupying
Reagan.
Cuomo.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
You need some new.
I know, I do look pretty good, Andrew Cuomo. Well, let me just say that we are here today because.
That's not bad.
I know.
He does speak.
But I
from
spoke to
this,
Joe
like, weird
Prococo.
rhetorical
Joe
mind.
Prococo told me that if we go out to with the people and
So-
mess around with Lloyd Blankfein, yeah.
Have you been down to Occupy?
We're just there. We're just there. Yes.
Over there.
We're
How'd
just
they do
setting
it?
up for Sunday.
They're doing good. They're, they had some tea. They had, it's strange, they got the guy working their front info desk is also named Dan.
Really?
Looks vaguely like me, yeah. It's a little bit
was his
creepy.
name. Real nice guy. He's got a
Yeah.
little bit
Whose
of a
is
beard.
this? Is this you?
Yeah. We went there. We spent an hour there, and we set things up for Sunday night.
Cool.
Sunday night, 11 o'clock. We'll be back earlier than that, but we're looking forward to challenging the law.
Randy, can you shift down this way a little bit?
Sure.
How's that,
No.
Maureen? Okay. Everybody else all right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Is he
I will.
not supposed to be there?
Yeah, you have to stand
Tom.
behind.
Oh,
us.
I'm sorry.
You gotta come over.
Oh,
to
okay.
Any other place you're
Okay.
gonna get a shot. I mean,
All right.
Stand a little to the left of this.
Oh, okay, great. That's fine.
He's fine right
He's funny. He's been
Did you take-
the leader of more marches than anybody there. He does the drumming. He's got the banners. He's been.
Has anyone here been arrested yet?
I have 3 times.
Oh, that's
He
right.
got arrested for the rest of us.
Yes.
Right.
Saturday would be the 4th, and then Sunday would be the 5th here.
They really made you take your Obama mask off?
Yes. Yes, that's a true story. Yeah, but that was the move on people. The move on people has a little bit of a friction, like a weird relationship.
Well,
with
one of
them.
that work's been like leeching off as they set up fake
Yes.
emergency.
All right? All right? Got it? Everybody? Let's try it again. Okay, my next guests have been camping out in Manhattan's Zuccotti Park on and off. They made their way upstate today to show some solidarity with the protesters here in Albany. They are Randy Predico, Dan Levine, and Walter DeForest. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having us here.
All right, so you actually did go down to Occupy Albany. They have, some of them have been arrested, about 25 people and then another 13. How are they?
The spirits are great.
Seem to be doing pretty good. I'm originally from Saratoga Springs, so sharing some upstate, upstate gossip, I suppose, and had some fun. And going back out there on Sunday, so show some solidarity because they have been cracking down on that encampment particularly hard.
Right.
I think it's very impressive what you have out there. Really, it's a very clean looking site, and it's very well organized. You got veterans out there, you got students out there, and I was not expecting what I saw today. I thought it was going to be like, the way it's been portrayed by some people, like, like a hobo land, but it's not. It's really a very nice encampment.
And you guys are going to get arrested in solidarity with them as well, is that correct?
Well, Sunday we're planning. That's the plan. Sunday, a lot of us are coming back up, and a lot more.
I was just on the phone. We had the first occupation wedding yesterday at a guy named Emery.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was just on the phone with him because he was sleeping in my apartment before he got married. I told him about it. He's coming to get arrested on Sunday. So.
There's a curfew.
You make it sound like a happening. He's coming to get arrested. I mean, I guess it is sort of a happening, isn't it?
It is. It's 11 o'clock at night. They're closing the Lafayette Park. They're arresting people on the State Park at 11 o'clock at night. We believe it's our duty to come up in solidarity with the Occupy Albany heroes. I think they are heroes for being out there on a daily basis and bringing up the issues that are important to the others.
I think you guys have an opportunity now, because you're speaking to that has seen a lot of negative press about what's happening in Zuccotti Park. They've seen a lot of stuff. I know, Dan, you're managing the information desk. Walter, you've been doing some overnight shifts down at Zuccotti Park. They've been seeing stories about health issues. They've been seeing stories about violence. They've been seeing stories about homeless people. I mean, what is really going on there?
We're actually, we've been dealing with that stuff. I mean, I've heard all kinds of rumors at I work the East Information Desk on Broadway, so it's the one that isn't barricaded off. So I'm kind of like the center of the rumor mill, I suppose. And I mean, I've heard everything from that Rikers is dropping off people in buses. I've heard about 30 reports from people that the police have been sending over any like drug addict, homeless person, any other park, and they say, there's free food at Zuccotti Park.
Or is not true?
I'm just saying I got 30 people that told me pretty much exactly the same story. I don't have time away from the desk to really get a journalistic solid grounding on that, but it seems to be, I mean, we're getting a lot more people with very obvious mental illnesses coming to the desk. We had the Occu-flu. I took my first day off in 40 days last week because of the Occu-flu. We had flu shots that were handed out in the park yesterday, I believe. In terms of, we have safer spaces, tents now for the women, so there's going to be less of an issue. We got security guys posted on those. It's also less of a fire hazard because the tents are made out of canvas and not plastic.
Okay, wait, hold on. Walter, you're there overnight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't the concern here that what people are seeing, particularly people who are not down, they don't have an opportunity to go down to Zuccotti Park, or maybe not even to Occupy Albany, and they see these reports and they say, if there is a message, it's getting overshadowed by whatever negative thing is happening there.
Well, they're definitely saturating the market with bad pictures, bad news. But there's compassion, there's tolerance, and there's patience for the people that are coming to Occupy Wall Street, whether they're homeless or not, mentally ill. There's a lot of wonderful things that are happening there. Acts of kindness, dealing with people who need help. The overnight shift definitely is something that I've seen where people come into the park and try to start fights with us. I've never even seen that before, but it blows my mind. And there's still no violence, you see.
I think it's the safest part. It's even safer than Upper East Side. If you want to go someplace at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to Zuccotti Park. It's better than 79th and 3rd Avenue.
Well, how long are you going to do this,
I'm in for the long haul, but I'm going on the road. I got to do other things. As long as I'm in New York City, I will be there. And I think it's going to last a real long time. I think we have a lot of winter soldiers here, and I believe that once we get past February, you're going to see this huge, what's smoldering right now, a huge statewide movement, national movement that's really going to blossom like you've never seen before.
But what's the end result? And I think that's what a lot of people have been asking. It's not you're missing a message, you don't have a message, but everybody gets it, right? People are angry for whatever reason, and I've seen all of the signs, and I think everyone understands that everybody has not cohesive, and that's part of what this is all about, is that it's not a leadership movement. But how can it possibly end if there's no demand?
Well, there aren't formal demands. We have a declaration. The things, I speak to probably about 60, 70 people a day at the table. The two things I've never had any disagreement on, which I believe would be probably satisfactory to me at the very least, would be extreme campaign finance reform to the point of publicly funded elections, get the corporate money out of politics.
In the state, national?
Nationally. And then accountability and re-regulation of the banking and finance sector. So
That might mean something different for you guys than it means for what is actually achievable.
I mean, if you want specifics on it, I can go into specifics.
Believe me, there are so many
there's a limited amount of time in the program.
There's a range of issues, and to say, what do you guys want? What do they want at the Paris Commune? What did Spartacus want? I mean, what are the specific demands? You know, what did Coxey's Army want in Washington, D.C. in 1932? There's a million demands that we have out there. We want change. We're not getting any change in this country. Things are static. In this state, we'd like to see a millionaire's tax. You know, we support Sheldon Silver's. The extended tax, and we think that Governor Cuomo is on the wrong side of history.
Can I ask one of you guys, just before I forget, to explain what's going on behind you? You've got a banner behind you.
Well, this is our buddy Tom carries this banner out. It's he goes on a lot of the marches. He leads a lot of the marches, and what that does is it keeps the pace on the march. We have a lot of older women, some people with disabilities, so you don't want the march to go too quickly, or else you have big holes in it. You leave people behind, and Tom and this banner kind of help make sure that nobody gets left behind. So that's we got the Granny Peace Brigade out there all the time. And, you know, they're pretty fleet on their feet for a given circumstance, but there's only so fast you can go when you're like 80 years old.
So, also now, I know we've talked about how this is, you've said national, even international in some cases, right?
Oh, yeah.
But yet you're seeing in other cities, and here there's been a lot of tolerance in Albany, the city, not at the state level, which is why, of course, there have been these arrests. What's going to happen? I mean, you look at Occupy Oakland, for example, and there's been real problems there. And are you worried that that's indicative that people will lose interest, they'll stop coming, they'll stop covering you?
I think in Oakland they came out in force right afterwards. I mean, they blocked off the whole bridge.
Yeah. It's a violent response by the mayor of Oakland, and there have been some isolated shootings, or not isolated shootings, but I think one person was shot there, but it had nothing to do with Occupy Oakland. I was out there a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's a very well, contained occupation.
We're going to give the occupation.
I can't say
We're going to give the last word to you,
occupation.
Walter.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, the people have come together, and we want the campaign finance, I believe, is one of the biggest parts, and because the people don't have a voice. The voices on the Republican and the Democrats are bought, and the people don't have a voice, and we've gone along for years and years, and now you're seeing groups all over the country, all over the nation, are trying to put a stop to this, because the money is buying every decision that's made.
Okay. Well,
Sunday, we'll see you Sunday night.
Well, we may very well. In the
11
meantime,
o'clock.
you've now seen real Zuccotti Park protesters, folks. Here they are. You've got Randy Credico and Walter Forrester. Dan Levine, thank you very much. Okay, we do have to take a short break. Coming up next, lawmakers in New York are looking for ways to prevent the kind of child abuse that former Penn State coach is accused of. Assemblyman Jim Tedisco will join me to explain his bill that requires more people to report possible abuse or face legal consequences if they do not. That's coming up next. Okay, you're clear. You can't get occupation.
No, because I say Occupalooza all the time because of the comedy show. So Occupation.
So why was Freddie mean to you?
He wasn't mean because he came in and started taking video of Fred's grenades and ammunition in there.
Hanging on the wall, 50
so
caliber.
I didn't hear the interview. Was he very antagonistic? Is that what it was?
Randy, I felt like, but I think that's. I mean, you guys were bickering like you were married.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've known each other.
He wouldn't let me finish the sentence.
You know, he was pretty tough.
But he does that to everyone.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Like, but it shows his true colors. If I'm trying to make a point and he doesn't let me make it,
I thought I did all right.
No, you did fine.
Fred definitely put on the kid gloves with us. I mean, it was between Randy's interview, the rant in the beginning, and then the interview with us was just, it was like night and day. It was.
Oh, you went on separately?
Yeah.
No, yeah. No, I went on first. After this 10-minute, I couldn't believe how nasty he was. This long Rush Limbaugh type of rant. And then after that, I got on.
Randy, the two of you have been at it for so many years.
I know.
All right, gentlemen, you need
Thank
to
you very
unmic
much.
yourselves. Tom, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
That
it.
was a great interview.
Yeah.
Very
Really was,
good.
You had a good time. Thanks.
wish
Don't
Fred
forget
was
your
next
banner.
week.
No, I won't. No.
Well, I just think people, I don't, just generally people upstate are not going to come to Zuccotti Park, probably. People in Buffalo, they might not get down to New York City. I know you have people from upstate there. I'm just saying the general person is not.
Yeah.
And what they're seeing is a lot of really intense, I mean, the New York Post.
The New York Post has been
Five
terrible.
people I went to elementary school with randomly at the table. I didn't even remember two of them.
Really?
Yeah.
In from Saratoga?
Saratoga, yeah. Saratoga's been very well represented there.
So when you come back, you
Sunday?
let me know and what happens.
We're going to be here Sunday afternoon. I will email you.
Hopefully you'll
right?
have some decent
And you don't
weather.
mind if I record this and put it on the net, right?
Do whatever
All
you
right.
gotta
Thank
do.
you so
So
much.
I should let you know that we're coming up Sunday, right?
You've already done that.
I've already let you know.
I
All
meant
right.
let me know what happens.
We're going to
You're
give
not
you.
going to drop by
If
at
you're-
11 o'clock?